Hi, now that you learned how to create your first site, we will go through the steps necessary for you to upload your files. First, go to home.nyu.edu, log in, and click on Files. Once you click on Files, if you haven't already activated your public flow, then you should see a button in here that says Activate Public Folder. At this moment, you should click on that button and agree to the terms that come as a pop-up. Once you agree to those terms, you should have a public folder available for you to upload your files to. Once you do so, click again on the Files tab just to refresh the page. At the bottom, you can actually see if your public folder can now be reached at a specific site name. That means that it just created a page with a standard index.html file. In order to go to the file upload portion, you have to go to Files Login. This takes you to the actual Files Document Manager. In here you can see that NYU actually created for you, once you activated your public folder, a public folder. Double click and you'll be taken inside. There's already a page created in there, and that's the standard page that was uploaded for you by the server. Now we will upload a file to replace this index.html, and we'll also upload our second file that we created. So we browse to our site and we choose our first file, which is index.html. Note that index.html, it's all lowercase. This is very crucial as it can alter how your website is being viewed by others. If it at all has a capital letter, so for example if it has a capital I in index, it might not be recognized by the web server, and therefore when somebody goes to the site, they won't be able to go directly to the site name without actually typing the full address, including the capitalization of index. We'll choose our second page and choose Overwrite File if it already exists. What this does, it will replace any file in there that's already named index.html and page2.html with the current files that we have on our desktop. As you can see, we're now in the public folder and we've uploaded index.html and page2.html. Now we need to upload the other folders that we created, which were documents and images. We do so by clicking New Folder, typing in the name of the first one, Images, hitting Finish, and that's one. Now note we are still in the public folder, and it created the Images folder, and we still have the two pages that we uploaded previously. Now let's add another folder called Documents. This will host our resume or any other documents that you wish. It is best to have folders for any of the images and documents that you have on your website, just to keep it better organized and so that not everything is showing all at once. Let's go and upload some images. Double click on the folder. You can see from the top bar that we are in the images part, and in here where it says public, that's the previous one, and before that is the root of our folders, which is your username. So it goes your username, then the next folder is public, and after that we're now in images. So we hit upload and we'll choose an image to upload from our images folder. Note the folder names are exactly the same, including capitalization. This is very important in the way that you created your website to be relative to the folder names. We don't have to click overwrite if file already exists because we don't have any images yet in this folder. So let's go back to public. Now that we have this image uploaded in images, we can go back to public and upload our document. Double click on there, hit upload, browse, documents, our resume. Now, note that I'm actually getting these directly from the same folder that our site is under. This is very important, as it will always look under that site name to put the file in the document. Okay, now this is uploaded under the Documents folder. If we click back to Public, we'll see Documents. It has a file size of 9.67 kilobytes, that's our resume. Images, 27.9 kilobytes, that's the image that we have in there. Then we have our index and page 2. Now you can't just double click and view this page directly. If you do so, if you double click, it will actually ask you if you want to download the file, or it might actually just open the file directly. We don't want to do so. Instead, in order to view your actual file, what you want to do is either right click and do Open in Browser, which will take you directly to the file. Notice the file path in your web browser window. It will say https://files.nyu.edu/ your username, this is mine, /public /index.html. You notice that the index.html was included in this, but if we remove the index.html, it will actually go to the same page. And you can see my image also appeared, and my link to the second page also works, including with my resume. First page. So as you can see, it's quite easy to upload these documents, but it's very important to remember two things. That your index.html page must be all lowercase when you name the file, and also when you design your website inside Kompozer, make sure that every link is relative to where your index.html or page2.html file is. This will assure that any other images or documents, wherever they're stored, if you have the same folder names as we have here, images and documents, it will always be able to access them from any website name, no matter where it is on the web server. This concludes this portion of the tutorial.